One of the most unexpected rap battles in history is underway. On the left, perhaps in more ways than one. That's Eminem. On the right, you get the idea. That's high-flying presidential hopeful Vivek Ramaswamy. This unlikeliest of spats began when Vivek went viral for rapping to Eminem's Lose Yourself at the Iowa State Fair.
Everybody's joking now, the clock's run out, time's up, over, plow, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, oh, there goes gravity, choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy.
Now, Eminem's lawyers, after that, issued an immediate cease-and-desist letter banning Ramaswamy from ever doing it again, at least in public. So was Eminem right to protect the integrity of his work in this urban genre from appropriation by a wealthy politician, or has he lost himself? To debate all of it, I'm joined by Los Angeles, America's #1 Eminem impersonator on YouTube, Vincent Marcus. MAGA rapper Forgiato Blow, here's in Florida for us, and Outkick host Tomi Lahren, friend of the show, joining us from Nashville as ever. I will come to you first, Forgiato. Is the performance worth it? Was Vivek doing any good?
I give him an 8 out of 10. I think Eminem needs to go back to reality, though. The real Slim Shady needs to stand up. You know, he made his whole career on bashing white America, picking on people to get on. He is the face of hate speech when hate speech even started. I don't see any problem with Vivek doing the song. I mean, does he have a problem with a man of color playing his music? No one in Detroit's ever played his music. He seems like he thinks his music is for drug dealers and drug users. White America bought his music, so there shouldn't be an issue with freedom of speech, I feel.
Vincent, you're the #1 Eminem impersonator. What did you make of the performance?
I thought it was great. 9 out of 10. Because he really had the, snap back to it. He had the Eminem boost honk, like that honk. Perfect inflection on there. So I really nice job there. Yeah, I think he did great.
So why did Eminem not like it then?
I think it's obviously politically motivated. I think because he was so anti-Trump vocally, very vocally, so much, in fact, the Secret Service came to him and questioned him about his lyrics and the validity of them. And so I think he just wants to stay out of politics. I think he's like, maybe not. I'm out. I think he learned his lesson on that for a little bit.
Well, let's remind ourselves of the number of musicians that have banned Donald Trump, a certain former president, from playing their music at his events. Adele, Aerosmith, the Beatles, Bruce Springsteen, Eddie Grant, Elton John. I mean, I could go Pavarotti, Nickelback, Pharrell Williams, Phil Collins, Prince, Queen, R.E.M. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Tomi, what's all this about?
Oh, I think it's obviously politically motivated, and I'm sure Eminem, Slim Shady, doesn't want a Republican candidate singing to his song. But the real winner here is actually Vivek, because although he might have gotten that cease and desist letter, it really doesn't matter because we're talking about it. And that's what Vivek wants. He wants to create some kind of a controversy. He wants to get earned media airtime, and this story has continued to progress. So by Eminem's company, Slim Shady, by them sending the cease and desist letter, they've just really helped Vivek out, get him more airtime, get more press about the issue, and it's also cemented his underdog status, right, which people love.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a point, Tomi. We're talking about it right now here on a show from the UK. It's got our attention that much. Forgiato, coming to you. I mean, Ramaswamy, he's had a life of some privilege compared to Eminem. He went to Yale and Harvard. Forbes says he's worth $950 million. Is it cultural appropriation?
I don't think it is, because would Eminem be where he was at if he didn't have G-Unit or 50 Cent walking him in and Dr. Dre getting him where he was going? I mean, Eminem, yeah, he probably had to struggle just like everybody here. It wasn't easy for you to get your job. But, I think Vivek's doing a good job. Like we're saying, he's getting his name out there. Obviously, I'm voting Trump, but I like Vivek. I think he's doing a good job on the campaign trails. And, he did say he'll pardon Trump, so I like that.
OK. Vincent, in terms of just politicians trying to seem cool, using rap music to try and get attention, like Tomi was saying, is it at all worth it? Do you think it helps them in the polls?
I think so. I mean, I really enjoyed the performance, and I think that it definitely did help, or it will, because, again, like Tomi said, we're talking about it. So, again, I think it's a nice tool for politicians to use to sort of gain some traction. But yeah, I think I don't see anything wrong with what he did. But again, if you get a cease and desist letter from Eminem, that's pretty gangster. That's cool. Like, that's cool in itself. So like Eminem, the biggest gangster of all time, was just like, you know what? Maybe want to pull back a little bit, maybe pull back. So that's cool in itself.
Vincent, have you ever met Eminem? Has he ever sent you a cease and desist letter?
No, if I got one from him, I would say, oh my gosh, I exist. I would love that. But no, no, he has not reached out. I have not met him yet. I would love to, but no, not yet.
Okay, all right. Well, maybe he'll watch this and maybe he'll get in touch with you and tell you what he makes of your impersonations. Look, Tommy,
Sure.
Politicians kind of trying to seem cool. Let's look at this latest clip we've got of a certain Ted Cruz.
They're trying to go after and regulate ceiling fans. I got to tell you, it's hot in Texas. We don't want to get rid of our ceiling fans. And now these idiots have come out and said, drink 2 beers a week. That's their guideline. Well, I got to tell you, if they want us to drink 2 beers a week, frankly, they can kiss my ass.
No, okay.
Left the news anchor there pretty speechless, Tommy. That is Ted Cruz getting some chaps, some cowboys behind him to all crack open a brewski at the same time and to prove what a down-to-earth guy he is. Does this kind of shtick work?
I think it actually is pretty authentic to Ted Cruz to speak that way. I mean, he's a Texan, so I think that it resonates. And as long as he's not drinking Bud Light, I think that the Republican Party is going to be okay with it, as we know, with the Bud Light controversy. So that's a sore spot for conservatives, being that the Bud Light boycott is still ongoing. But I'll say this, it really depends on your audience, right? So he's a Texan. That's the way Texans talk. Vivek, he's a young guy rapping. Although when they try to play up to this hip, cool attitude around an audience of like Iowa State fair goers, I'm not sure that it really resonates with that audience, but I think it's all about just being authentic. You know, if we've got Chris Christie up there rapping 50 Cent, I'm not sure that that's going to do well for him. So it depends on the time, the place, and the person. If you've got a natural swag, you can do it. And let's not forget that Donald Trump over the years has been in dozens of rap songs, so he's actually the OG of this. Before they hated him, they loved to rap about him.
Well, how about Trump rapping? This latest clip that has appeared online, an AI-developed Trump rap track that's topping the charts.
They tryna lock me up, but I'm plugged in ATL. Got homies doing life in jail, they living in hell. These DAs acting silly, my mugshot is worth a billy. So some merchant made a milli, shot McMillie out in Philly. Shot the baby, shot the Sosa, Benny Butcher, them my rollers. Called me racist, but these rappers riding with me, them my soldiers.
Forgiato, is that any good in your mind?
Yeah, I think it was great. It's great for the culture. Any song that shouts out Denny Johnson, I love it. I was outside the jailhouse, and a lot of people aren't really showing the support, Donald Trump's getting from the brown and black community. They were out there, so I think it was really cool. There's a lot of people like myself out here doing a lot of things, so shout out High Rez. I'm glad he got that spot. I hope he gets that #1 spot for Donald Trump.
And just quickly, though, I mean, there's a lot of lyrics in there that obviously Trump hasn't said himself, but AI has created about shooting people. I mean, is that going to help his campaign?
I didn't hear anything in there about shooting anybody, so I didn't hear that. But I think it just, sometimes people just got to laugh and have fun, right? Everything's so serious. People weren't worried about Eminem when he was talking about robbing, killing, and shooting every gay person in America. Now they're supporting him. So, I just think that song was great. I like the song.
Eminem not running for president, though. Obviously, Trump didn't create that song himself. It's AI generated. Maybe I misheard the shooting thing. I'll take it back and listen again. But one thing we do want to listen to again, and this is with Vincent in mind, very carefully. Let's once again listen to Vivek Ramaswamy rapping Eminem.
Everybody's joking now, the clock's run out, time's up, over, plow, snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity, oh, there goes gravity, choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up that easy.
Now, Vincent, America's Got Talent, that's what you were involved in. You're America's #1 Eminem impersonator. How should he have done that better? Give us a go.
Very close to it, but you got to hit that, you got to hit that. Because he starts off with the whisper, right? But if he starts to get mad, he goes back to slam, stage 2. But then when he starts to get really pissed off and starts to scream, it's lose yourself in the music the moment you want it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. So that's how I would have done.
Very good. Very, very good. You've got you've got us convinced too. Look, gentlemen, Forgiato, Vincent, thanks very much. Tommy, do stick around. We're going to keep you on for the end of the show, talk a few more things newsy from the summer. It's been great talking to you all.